Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Debbie and this is part 2 of my Gluebook garden journal, for want of a better name. Anyway, I have got this much done and I'm back to work on this and finish up the cover and and get this in working order so I can start using it as a Gluebook journal, whatever that might be. If you haven't seen part 1, of course, go watch that first so you can see what I did to get to this stage. And I hope you enjoy the rest of this. So let's get to it. Okay, so to do this back cover, because I've got the inside front cover done like this, which I'm happy with. So then I have my first page, and I have only about, I think I've got 10 or 11 pages in here. So 10 pages would be like 20 pages, but there's 10 full-sized, like 2-page spreads, which I like. I just wanted to start small with this first little one, of course. So I'm going to put this, yeah, isn't this pretty? Oh my gosh, which way does it go? I think it goes this way. So I think I'm going to put this across this front and back cover. And to do that, I'm going to fold it in half because it's almost exactly the right size. But I'm going to fold this in half so that I have this crease right here that can be right in the center like that. And then that way, yeah, and then that way I don't have to worry about it not opening up. So that'll be good. So put this down like that. And I'm going to tuck that in there like that. So I'm going to glue it on here first. So I'm going to use this. This just dries a little faster than the Mod Podge does. And I'm going to make sure I get it good around my edges. And good in there. I need it to go down this page here, or down this edge here. And I'm going to put this end on and flip it over so I can go to the point and put it in. I'm going to put it in here. Yeah, I got to grab myself a new bottle. I just want to get every last little bit out first. I just want to get every last little bit out first. Make sure I get that in there good. So I've got a fair amount in there. So if I lay this right at the outside edge of this page, I want to get it lined up there good. Now, I want to get this right in here. And then I'm going to close this like this. And let that set for just a couple minutes so that that tacks right up really good. Okay, so that's on there good. Okay, Now, I need my card. What did I do with my card? This one will do. Any old, I got them laying all over the place. So I want this to go, I want it to go right in there really good. And then this is going to roll around and glue on here. So maybe what I'll do, is just glue this page. I am so stingy, guys. This stuff isn't really cheap, and I buy it by the case. So when I buy it, it's I've put out a good amount. So I make sure that I use every single drop. Yes. Maybe not stingy. Maybe I'm just very frugal. So I didn't have to cut the length of that page at all. There, I need a wet wipe instead of a dry one for this. I've got glue on my fingers. There. So I am going to just flip this over, and I'm going to get my edge, put some blade out, and then I think that's probably the easiest way to trim this. There. That's pretty good. That's pretty. It is sticking over a little wee bit here, though. So, of course, just trim it. Just trim it. There. 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 And I am just going to make sure I don't have any glue on here that's going to make these two pages stick together. And I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to put a heavy weight on this. And then I am done this part as well. So far I have the front cover done, the inside done, the inside of the back done, and I've glued together these pages so that I have 10 double spreads plus this one plus this one. So I have my bone folder right here. I know I saw it. It was right here handy. And I think that this will stop doing that if I just really, really crease this. There. Much better. So this needs to dry. And it needs to dry with a weight on it. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's my whole book. And I'm really thinking about this back cover. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. What am I going to do with this back cover? I like this pink, and this is out of that book as well. I like this pink, but I took this out specifically because this is the zones for in Canada as well on here. So just to have the North America, I mean, I'm not on the West Coast, I'm on the East Coast, but I think that I want this on my back cover. I really do. So if I do that, then that means I have this white strip here, and I'm not going around it the way I thought. And if I had have thought of that ahead of time, I would have put this on a little straighter, because I was thinking I'd come in here like about a full inch and put some paper on this. So maybe I am going to get myself a little piece of fabric that's going to go over this. I'm going to find myself a piece of fabric because that's what I want. So I just went through my scrap bin, and I've got this. It's not long enough this way, but I can cut some of it off this way, and it's just a cotton. But I love the neutral color of it. So I think that I'm going to put this around this for a seal for the binding to cover this. But before I do that, I want to put this on here. I want this part of the zone map to show because it's the East Coast and it has the whatever this is called. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I have no words. So that's what I'm going to do. So I am going to tear this. I think right about here. I don't need that and that on it. So I'm going to go right about there. And I need to go over a little bit past because my binding will come over here. So there, maybe. First of all, I want to get this straight because I want this to be a straight. I want this to be a straight corner. So I'm going to put this on a line. And then I am going to line up this. Like this. There. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put this on by lining it into this corner at the bottom right here, like that. And then I'll cut this outside off. So that's, it's all just how I'm going to piece it together, I guess. are you mad about? Eh? What are you mad about? Oh, did she not let you get your toy? Yes, the cat's sitting too close to his toy and he can't get it. So he's over here begging me to get it for him now, which I'll probably have to go do. So he thinks he's been here longer, and he's fairly new to us. And he doesn't think the cat should rule, but the cat does. Oh, gosh, guys. It's really funny. And if I line this up straight with the bottom of this, it's not going to line up straight here. And that's because this isn't on straight. So yeah. There. So I have my zone map, the part of the zone map that I need anyway, on the back. So I like that. So now this has to dry, and I'm going to let it dry before I trim it or do anything else like that. So I'm going to set it down like this. And I'm going to put something heavy on here. Because that's, so what I've been doing, guys, when I say something heavy, I've just been taking this whole stack of magazines, putting it on top like this, and then because this stuff is sitting right here, and this is really heavy, I've been chunking that on top of it as well to hold it down, and that's going to let that dry out and flatten out, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so this has been about 10 minutes under here. That should be enough. And yeah. Yeah. So good. And so I have a sharp blade. I am just going to go down this side. Whoops, stay straight, Tabby, don't go off. There. And I'm going to do the same thing across the top here. There. So my back is done. Now I want that piece of fabric that I chose. So let me see. Did I show you that piece of fabric? So I went through my scrap box and I found this piece of fabric. I didn't actually cut it. I tore a piece off of that it was long enough to put on the back here. And I folded it in half and found the center. And I just put it down and gave it a crease like this. Now, I hope I have enough fabric glue to put some down the spine of this, like this. And I'm going to open this up. Actually, I don't even need to open it up because I've got it inside out, I think. I'm going to put that on there. Like this. And I'm just going to open this up. There. Like this. And I'm going to press this down. And I'm going to try to do it so that that seam is right down the back, which will make this a little bit straight on the front and the back. Like this. And then I am going to put a little bit of this glue like this, making sure that I have it right at the top and the bottom and down this corner. And I'm going to fold this over and tap it down. That looks so much better than the white. And I chose this color just for that green egg right there. It just matches that olive green egg almost perfectly. Almost perfectly. Now, I don't want to go over here with the glue, so I'm just going to put a little line there like that, and then put some glue down. Now you probably, to do this, you could probably skip the tape. Well, yeah, if you're going to put fabric on, you could definitely skip the tape. I just, it's just one extra little bit of reinforcement. There. What do you think, guys? So that is the end of part 2. So I've got my front cover, my back cover, my middle pages. And when I come back to work on this, it'll be actually working on the pages and collaging up some of the pages. So I'm going to post these together, like one day and one the day after. And then I probably won't go back to this for a week. I'm just trying to squeeze some of these air bubbles out from underneath here. There. It kind of looks like there's a little bit of glue coming through here, which is okay because once that dries, and it might stay discolored. I don't know, but I'm hoping once it dries, it'll go back to this nice olive color. I did fray along my edge here. And yeah, so it's rough, it's ragged, it's amazing. I like it. So that's it. That's my little glue book. So I'll post this. I'll probably post this up tomorrow, part 1, and the next day, part 2. And then the next step is just going to be going into the book and doing the inside pages. And I think I said that there were 10 double page spreads in there. Like the full 2 pages. And I think what I'll do is up for the next 10 weeks, I'll just post 1 day a week doing a page in my little garden themed glue book. And I think this is one of my favorite shots that I've seen in a catalog or a magazine lately, and I really wanted to preserve this, and I'm glad I decided to use it for the cover. So if you like this little idea, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to come back and see all the little spreads that I do in here, as well as planning and other paper crafting projects. And I will see you guys all in the next video. So until the next one, take care, guys. Bye-bye.